Hello, I am Kodili-nye, the son of Wonderful. We are discussing about the Alaoji visit to Alaoji power plant in Abia State of Nigeria, and is focused on making sure that this power plant is delivered on time and what is their problems. Because remember that this governor is determined for a productive Nigerian economy, and it cannot happen in Abia State or in Nigeria without electricity. And he does understand this. He's the only politician that understood this, because that's why he's pursuing this. I hope other politicians in Nigeria, in Anambra State, in Enugu State, in Ebonyi State, Imo State, Rivers State, many of these states will understand that and begin to push for electricity. Now the whole thing has turned into a concurrent list whereby the state and the federal can easily set up and manage electricity in their areas. So that's very, very important that Alaoji is pushing for economic, productive economy and a sustainable economy. And, without electricity, all these things can be a mirage. And that's why we are in this channel, advocate of a total unbounding of the electricity, which the federal government has done already. Now is for the smart politicians in the states to completely take the bull by the horn and do the right thing. Many times people blaming the federal governments for Nigerian situation, but people forgot that the states have a vital role to play. If the states are productive, all this unemployment will not happen, insecurity will not happen. For instance, in Aba, if the governors that have ruled that place has done their bit, this thing, unemployment, agitations, and all those mess that happen will not have happened, because the state can also affect a tangible change which people can see. That's what Alaoji in Abia State is trying as much as possible to make sure that this happens, because a state can actually create the economy that can give them between 500,000 to 1 million jobs in 4 years. It can do that. And once you create that, like what he's trying to do in Abia State, Alaoji, you can see that this is possible. Think about the small scale and the innovative and creative about business, small scale businessmen and women, what they can do if you give them the electricity. Give them the electricity. We are not actually talking about the price, but we are talking about sustainable electricity. I know electricity is not that cheap anywhere in the world, but if the electricity is here, it will help to bring down the cost of production and at the same time create a lot of employment opportunity for our people, and our homeland will completely be transformed. That's what we are asking of, and a lot of people are asking of. That is not a rocket science to create electricity to the people. That's why we also putting pressure on Soludo to push forward on this electricity thing. That is not something that will be, played on the altar of politics or political patronage. That efficiency and the proper law for the people of the state who have suffered under this poor electric generation, who have been paying with their mouth or to the company controlling electricity in Anambra State, and there is no light. And there's no light in eastern Nigeria. But there's companies that are controlling these things, and they are taking money from the people without providing the services. So that's what we are talking about. But today we are discussing about the determined effort of Dr. Chioma Otti of Abia State to change the narrative and to push and drive Nigerian economy into proper economic independence and sustainability. That's what we are talking about, and this only can be done with provision of electricity. Electricity. It's very, very important that this should be declared emergency by the state and the federal government. But let's talk about the state, because the federal has been on this electric thing. They have not succeeded. But I know the state can succeed. Why do I believe that? Any governor that is determined can actually get light, no matter how they do it, within a year to 3-4 years in their state working. They can use many systems, many ways to do that. I think that's what Alaoji is trying to do in Abia State, because you don't need to depend on one type of electricity. You can actually expand to different types of electricity. Some of them can be long term, some of them can be short term. I know building a big power generating plant can be very long, but you can do many smaller ones that can actually not take more than a year to do. You can do smaller ones. You can also create dams. In the east, that there is a lot of flooding, you can actually create dam and put turbines, and these turbines can generate electricity and at the same time used for irrigation. There's no point of talking about erosion, flooding here and there, but you can actually turn things around by creating all those mini dam, mini hydro power electricity in the state. A state in the south, most of the states in the south can do this. In Abia State, it can be done. In Anambra State, there are a lot of rivers. There are a lot of flooding issues that can be, they can do a hydroelectricity, which can be installed within 1 year. 1 year they will install it, and it will actually provide electricity for a community or a local government. And they can also do this mini hydro and hydro power plants, which is not rocket science, which doesn't cost that much, which can also be sustainable because it can also be used for agriculture. It's very important. And another one is the massive waste that is causing problem in Nigeria, in the cities of Aba, in the cities of Onitsha, Nnewi, Awka, Enugu, Owerri, Olo, Ekotep, and in many places. This can be used to produce electricity. It's not a rocket science. It depends on who is the governor. If the governor is determined to do this, you can't be saying because the federal government take years to do these things that you should follow the path of federal government. Federal government is not to be imitated because they are incompetent. They are over the years, has been incompetent, has not been able to drive Nigerian economy. So the states can drive their economy how they want it to be and lessen their people from the suffering, from the downturn on the economic activities. It's very important that Alex Otti is leading this crusade of sustainable economic and productive economy in Nigeria with electricity, because you cannot produce results without electricity. Now, those that held the country on the electric field are beginning to wake up. They're beginning to run around. They know these things since, but they don't want to do it because of their selfish interests. They are just there collecting money, collecting, but not providing the electricity. You need to have a nationalistic approach. You need to love your homeland. You can't be allowing blackout everywhere. I was talking the other day about what people are complaining in Ekusigo, and some of them were saying, oh, the chairman of this electric company is from their local government, but they don't have electricity anywhere. That the company, the officials are going around cutting people's wires, taking their wires, saying they need to pay, but there is no electricity. What are they paying for? Is it not better to provide the services and ask for the money instead of not providing it? Providing once a month and coming with estimated bills. No no this thing supplied, no meter supplied. They have to buy their meters, they have to put their transformers, they have to do everything for this company. The company has not invested a damn on anything. So that's what people has been asking for. That's why these governors has to wake up. That's why we are so glad that Alaoji is moving on a fast pace and is working with timeline, because you cannot keep on saying, oh, I'm giving this company, like the governor of Anambra State says. He said, oh, I'm giving this company, 16 months, within 16 months or 18 months, they will provide 24-hour electricity. How come you are sure that this company with a monopoly can do that? It need competition. It need to give to other companies to put like mini distribution company, because this company has no investment on the electricity. They have not put any, they are not producing any electricity. They're just collecting money. So you need a company that will distribute power. You need a company that will distribute, generate power, and also try to distribute power. And as a governor, you have the power also to prevail on this company, to allow those companies to provide services to your state, because you want the state economy to keep on growing, not being on a stagnant mode, so that the state will be creating employment. Employment will rise so much. That's why Chioma Alaoji must be the driving force of a productive economy in Nigeria, because he does understand that. You can see he breathes and speaks electricity, electricity, electricity. I don't know about you, wherever you are. What is your opinion about this man, Alaoji, Chioma Otti, the executive governor of Abia State? Do you think he's performing very well? Do you think he can actually push other government, other governors to do more for their citizens, especially in provision of electricity, power? Because the poverty rate in Nigeria is growing because there's no power to create employment opportunities for the people. And this man understood this very well. That's what he's been is moving like a fast train. So what is your view? Come to the comment section. Let's discuss about this plan of this man, why he's pushing on this thing so much. Because in the East, we are sitting on trillions of cubics of gas. So with that, there's no way you can say to me there's no that we cannot have electricity. We can have electricity. So come to the comment section, comment, like this video, share to your friends, turn on notification button. You that have been watching, what are you waiting for? Thousands of people are watching my videos. At the last count, I can see that almost 60 to 70,000 have been watching. Why are they not subscribing? Why? At least let 2% subscribe to that. Let 5,000 of you subscribe to this channel. Go to the comment section, go to the subscription button and subscribe and help us, because once we grow, we will be able to bring you informative, entertaining, and educative vlogs and information. We are different from other vloggers. We give you what other people might not be able to give to you. That's why we are here discussing more and more. This is the man for that power plant in Alaoji, Aba, and the governor was busy, asking him what is the challenges, why is it not started to produce results, and he has to answer. He has to answer. You can see this man is determined. He's determined. He's workaholic. He's workaholic. If the Nigerian politicians are giving even 5% of what this man is doing within few months, Nigeria would have been a better place for everyone. That's what we are asking for: competent and credible leadership with energy. I mean raw energy, with passion, compassion, and love for their people. Not the ones that will sit demanding to be honored without doing anything. Demanding that, you need to respect me first. No, respect is reciprocal. So let's do the job. Let's get people with ability, not based on clannish and tribal inclination or tribal decisions, because all of us are going to pay for the bad leadership. That's why Nigerians has not sleep with their two eyes closed, because of bad leadership. And every election, the same people go on allowing the same politicians to deceive them, to divide them with tribal, with religious bigotry and sentiment. And they forgot that after the election, they have to feed their family. They have to feed their family. They have to, put food on the table. And those incompetent leaders cannot do that for them. And that's why the country keep on going down and down and down. But this country, Nigeria, must rise again with the people like Alaoji and other ones that will be emerging in future. There is still hope. There is still hope that Nigeria will come again, will come good, will rise again. Let's be bold in speaking out, because if you don't speak out, you keep on going down the drain. So people need jobs, and how to get this job is to push for electricity in the states. The governor, if you are governor, wherever you are watching this video, if your governor is not doing anything on electricity, go and form a pressure group. Tell him, look, we can't continue on the old ways of the federal government monopoly that has destroyed the economy of Nigeria. That now you have the power as executive governor. We need electricity, and we need it right now. We cannot wait tomorrow. We need it right now. So even if you can't provide some of them, there is also solar. There is also solar. You can invest in solar. You can, first of all, make all the neighborhood, put light everywhere with solar. It can be done. If you have operation light up everywhere, every street corner, every house. Even people will join you in doing that, where you make a law that every house must have solar street lights, 2 at least on their house. And the government will now go on and putting on every street corners, every town, everywhere. And also encouraging the villagers, the communities to form electricity committees to make sure that, that you have a target of 1 year or 2 years or 6 months to get the electricity everywhere lightened up. So that when people come to your community, come to your state, everywhere is no longer in dark, but light. And the Bible says also that light overcome darkness. You can see why the people of Nigeria has suffered so much. That's because Nigerian leadership has used darkness, lack of electricity, as a weapon of oppression and imprisonment. So let us support this vlog by clicking, subscribing, and sharing it to your friends, and it will get to many government houses. I bet you a lot of things will change as they listen to the passion behind this. Time for hanky-panky is gone. This is the time for serious leadership, serious action, because there's no way somebody should be hungry on the house of bread. Somebody that is on the house of bread should not be hungry, because he's sitting and he's living in the house of bread. So Nigeria is a house of bread, but have been denied bread by his leadership. Nigerians have been denied the bread by the leadership, by the incompetency over the years. So time has come that we will look at all those things and do the right thing and get people and put pressure on them so that they will waking up. You can hear the paddling of budgets in the National Assembly, whereby one borehole, to suck one borehole now costs 190-something million naira. So how will the country grow with that sort of stealing? So a borehole that is not more than 2 million naira is costing 100 and something million. Think about that. What type of borehole is that? So other things, you can see that these politicians are living in a different world. They are not part of us. They think we are meant to be suffering. Time has come that people should not remain like that. Electricity, electricity, electricity. Tell your state governments to get it done. They can do it. There's no hanky-panky. So remember to like, comment, and turn on notification button.